Carlos Soler. Zaharian. Mendes. Mendes, gently done. Laid back in. Can he finish?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Balde. Araujo, aim forwards. Rafinha. Balde. What's Kubo? Casado. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It away, and it's De Jong. Clearly not happy with that. He thumps it clear. Sergio Gomez, Zaharian, Mikel Oyarzabal, and he shoots. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Casado, De Jong, Araujo, Balde, Kubasi, moved on forwards, Yamal, and here's Lewandowski, and here's Yamal, Pedri. Offside that time. Ramiro sends that a long way. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, let's just consider that were a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Carlos Soler. Mendes. Zubeldia. Munoz. And it's played forward. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal, it's an imaginative pass. Elustondo. Corner given. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Munoz. Nice control. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries to get it clear. Kubo! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That was very necessary. Chaleta Shah. Kubo. Elustombo. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Balde. De Jong. Kubo. Elustondo. Sergio Gomez. Munoz, straight into the box. Rafinha. Casado. Pedri. That was nowhere near his best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mendes. And it's Gomez. Gomez, laid out to the left flank. Delivered in. Araujo tries to clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Sergio Gomez clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really unconvincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
That's Unauthorized. Rafinha. Balde. Araujo. De Jong. Elustondo. Elustondo forwards and with intent. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Araujo. Balde. Casado. Pedri. Yamal. Yamal towering forward here. Pedri. Mendes gently done. And it's De Jong. Balde. That has been knocked clear. Munoz getting this one clear. Pedri. Zaharian. Chaleta Shah. Referee's given a throw. Casado. Balde. Casado. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Up he goes! Elustondo. Chaleta Shah. Kubo. Carlos Soler. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Strong running down that left flank. Balde puts a cross in. Cleared without complication.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Lewandowski. Kubo. Now it's Unauthorized. Sergio Gomez. Kubo. Elustondo tries to dink it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Casado. Araujo. Balde. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Koundé. Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's played forward. Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Casado. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Yeah, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yamal. Koundé. Pedri. Kubasi. Looks to the other side. Rafinha chasing after it. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to do.
Now it's Ted shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Yamal. And here's Yamal. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Koundé. Now it's Yamal. And he's heaved it away. Pedri. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Carlos Soler shifted upfield. Pedri. Casado. Araujo. De Jong. Rafinha spread out to the left. Proves too strong, and it's played forward. Kubo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Kubo. Munoz. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. And he's there to clear it. For a throw-in. Yamal. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. And it's Gomez. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Zaharian. Now it's Lewandowski. Great defending, strong and determined. Carlos Soler. Oyarzabal. Kubo. Plays it through. Munoz. Koundé, gently done. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Here's Pedri. Zubeldia. Mendes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kubasi. De Jong. Rafinha. Mendes. Munoz. Alustondo. Kubo. Now that's well seen too. Yamal. And here's Here's De Jong.
Oh, sweet feet.
Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Zaharian. Kubo, then out towards the right wing. Back into the middle. Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rafinha, and the flag has stayed down. Lewandowski, and that's aimed into the middle. That was asking just too much of him. It's Lewandowski! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Munoz. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Elizondo showing good feet. Here's Kubo, Zakarian. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Zakarian. Lewandowski. De Jong. Balde. Rafinha. Over to the left. He whips it across. They've got rid. Pedri. Kunde. Kubasi. And it's De Jong. Casado. Balde. Rafinha. Oh, that's neat. De Jong. Aimed in towards the centre. Sergio Gomez. Munoz. Sergio Gomez. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Chance to play it in. That's a great chance! Yamal. Kubasi. Casado. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Casado. Aim forwards. Kubo makes the interception. Carlos Soler. Elizondo. Zaharian shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Jong. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
And he's there to get it away. Casado. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and...
Shot a goal! Good try. Outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mendes. Zubeldia. And it's Gomez. Zaharian. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Balde. Rafinha. Casado. Now it's Oyarzabal. Sergio Gomez. Now it's Mendes. Kubo. He's had a shot! Here's Kubo. Balde gets good distance on it. Always onto this. And it's Pedri. De Jong. Ooh, delicate chip through. Chaleta Shah tries to clear. And that has been cleared. Zaharian tries a measured ball. Great ball if he can get there. Kubo! No routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Araujo. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Balde. That has been clubbed away. It's a throw. Pedri. Araujo. Kubasi. Pedri. Kubasi. Pedri. Casado gently down. Succumbs to the pressure. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Gomez. Zaharian. Oh, this is a... And the finish! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Araujo. Searching pass he's played there. Here's Oyarzabal. Kubo, delicate. Can he finish? Pedri. De Jong. Out towards the flank. And that could set him on his way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kubo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Moved on forwards. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. A header! No, he didn't quite beat it right.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Gita.
Elistondo. Kubo. And it's played forward. Kubasi. De Jong. Araujo. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. But that is not the best ball. And He offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Zubeldia wants a look and plays it forward. Munoz perfectly measured that, and he's onside. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Casado forwards and with intent. Well played. Snuffed down the danger. Now it's Oyafama, and it's Zakarian. They can counter here. De Jong, Rafinha, Alde, De Jong, Alde, De Jong, no messing about, just bludgeoned away. So what can they make of this? Kubo, Rafinha. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafinha, Pedri, and here's Yamal. Yamal puts his foot on the gas. He is through here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. It's Munoz. Zaharian. Here's Oyafabal. Casado cuts out the pass. Zaharian. Kubo. He's having a shot! Pedri, Koundé, De Jong, Araujo, Pedri, Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Rafinha, and it's Balde. Now it's De Jong. Balde receives it in a wide position. Now, what about a counter-attack? Moved on forwards. Mendes. That's a nicely weighted pass. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's played forward. Araujo. De Jong. And it's Balde. Thinks of Pedri! Kubo gets it clear. Up towards the front line. Oyarzabal. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Spectacular save! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save!
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Decent progress down the left. And it's Balde. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Kubo. Do have a chance to counter here. Zaharian. Zubeldia goes forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kubasi. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
Well, it's certainly not a drop affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Ball's gone out of play. Rafinha. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Here's the header! Lewandowski finds himself offside. Ramiro, on ball by the goalkeeper. Araujo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Chaleta Shah. And it's Zakarian. And here's Oyarzabal. Mendes. Balde. Quarter of an hour played. Casado. Balde. Lewandowski. Mendes. Carlos Soler, gently done. Balde. Kubasi. Pedri. De Jong. Yamal. Casado shifted upfield. That'll be a throw. Carlos Soler. The pass is intercepted. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. He welcomes it in. It's a great ball, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Chaleta Shah. Zaharian. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. Pedri. That's a throw. Mendes. Zakarian. Mendes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yamal. Lewandowski. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kubo. Mendes. That's really well manoeuvred. On time, excellent interception. Araujo. Pedri. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Pedri. Yamal in acres of space. There's the header! And that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Lewandowski brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Zubeldia shifted upfield. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Kubo. Good-looking ball. Casado. Oyarzabal was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Mendes. Carlos Soler, aim forwards. Kubasi. How Kubasi gently done. Yamal. Sergio Gomez. And it's Mendes. Here's Oyarzabal. This might spell danger. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Yamal, and here's Lewandowski. Rafinha flashes it across. Too long and over the line. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oyarzabal, out to the right, Elustondo. That's very neat. Kubo, here's Oyarzabal! Shot off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, baby.
Casado. De Jong. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Elustondo. Zubeldia. Mendes. Zubeldia, nicely aimed pass. Rafinha. Moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Zakaria. Elustondo. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Kubo. Kubo gets it. Off the ball! That has been knocked clear. Rafinha. Have to go again. De Jong. Balde. Casado. De Jong. Pedri. Sergio Gomez. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Here's Kubo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kubo is offering a right smile there.
Pedri. And it's played forward. Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Yamal. Yamal! Sergio Gomez. Zaharian. Now it's Kubo. He's found the way through. Here's off the ball! He's missed it by that far. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kubo. Carlos Soler. Kubo knocks it out wide. Yamal has it back and can go again. Kubasi. Kubasi made out to the left flank. Rafinha. Casado. Sergio Gomez. Way off the ball. Now it's Kubo. Mendes played with finesse. Here's Kubo. In acres of space. It's deflected behind for a corner. Al-Kubasi can get it clear. And it's Munoz. Tries a deft little ball. And that has been cleared. Is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Carlos Soler. Zaharian. Oh, good spread. Elustondo. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Araujo. De Jong. Araujo forwards and with intent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chaleta Shah. Chaleta Shah. It's a sharp pass. Pedri, it's a delicate pass. And he's there to clear it. Elustondo. Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That has been cut short. Araujo. De Jong. Pedri. Zubeldia, gently done. Carlos Soler. Kubo. Elustondo looking to hit the byline here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Mendes with the short one. And it's some chance, surely! Munoz. Takes aim and crosses. Now it's Lewandowski. Carlos Soler gets over and intercepts. Zaharian. Oh, this looks sharp. Casado. Araujo. And it's played forward. And it's Lewandowski. Munoz. Zubeldia. Mendes. Zubeldia. Zubeldia chooses to go cross-field. Zaharian. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. De Jong. Kubasi. Aim forwards. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedri moves short. Chance to deliver. Munoz clears it away. Mikel Oyarzabal. Munoz. Sergio Gomez. Munoz driven forward. Araujo. De Jong. Pedri. Oh, red, nice interception. Mendes. Elustondo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Casado. Nice physical challenge. Elustondo. Casado cuts it out. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Good ball. Lewandowski has a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Lewandowski at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Gomez, spread out to the left. And it's Zakarian. Zakarian! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Carlos Soler. And here's Mendes. Munoz opts to play it back. And again! Elustondo. Kubo. De Jong. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. It's run loose here. Koundé, and that has been cleared. Chaleta Shah attempts a clearance. Good running, strong and purposeful. Here's Oyarzabal, and a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Sergio Gomez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Araujo. Rafinha. Casado. Casado shifted upfield. Elustondo. Carlos Soler. Mendes. Out to the left it goes. Zakarian tries to get it clear, and it's Gomez. Munoz. He is just caressing the ball. Mendes. Casado makes the interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Casado did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Sergio Gomez. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Split-second reaction.
Oyarzabal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he deliver? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mendes. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hit into the middle. Kubo. There are a few waiting for it. Lewandowski. And it's De Jong. Carlos Soler. Elustondo. Moved on forwards. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Kubasi. Casado. Araujo gently done. Rafinha. Balde. Oh, it's played into the area. Danger averted for now. It's a throw-in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! They've played it short. That's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw again. Carlos Soler. Zubeldia. Mendes. It's a lovely, neat pass. Elustondo does really well to win the ball there. Araujo gets good distance on it. And it's Elustondo. Kubo. Zaharian. Pedri. Yamal. Koundé. Yamal. Casado. De Jong. Mendes. And it's played forward. Oyarzábal, now he's off and running. Koundé. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. Casado. Koundé. Kubasi. How Kubasi played out to the left flank. Kubo wins the duel this time. Mendes forwards and with intent. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Balde. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Already we're underway here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Kubasi. Oyarzabal. Kubo. Zaharian. Kubasi getting this one clear. Balde can get it clear. And it's Kubo. De Jong. Yamal. Carlos Soler does really well to win the ball there. Kubo. Elustondo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Kubo. Elustondo, and that's aimed into the middle. Kunde tries to clear. Munoz. That is lovely. Here's Oyarzabal. Munoz. Araujo gets it clear. It's Lewandowski. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Ramiro gets his guts on it. Nice and calm. Zubeldia. Mendes. Sergio Gomez. Yamal. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Elustondo puts a cross in. Lewandowski, great defending, strong and determined. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. And he goes cross-field. Munoz. Yamal. Kunde. Kubo. Rafinha. Pedri. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Kubo. Elustombo. Solo can place it forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. Yamal. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Ramiro, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zubeldia. Zubeldia forwards and with intent. Munoz gently done. Balde. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo. De Jong. And it's Lewandowski. And he's surging through. Zubeldia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chaleta Shah. Carlos Soler. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Balde. Lewandowski. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chaleta Shah. Carlos Soler. Elustombo. Carlos Soler. Chaleta Shah. Shifted upfield. Casado. Rafinha. Zubeldia gets rid without sophistication. Araujo. Pedri. Sergio Gomez. Munoz. Mendes. Carlos Soler. Araujo with the clearance. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Araujo. De Jong. Oh, can he get onto this? That's a throw. And he's making progress on the ball. He is just caressing the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Up he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Balde. Casado. And here's Lewandowski! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zabeltia. Aim forwards. And it's Munoz. Munoz crosses it in. And that's been won straight back. Kubo. Rafinha. De Jong. He's going to be disappointed with that. Chaleta Shah. Kubo. Carlos Soler. Nice looking ball. The pass is intercepted. Araujo. Casado. Zaharian. Munoz. Carlos Soler. And it's played forward. Zaharian. Pedri wins the duel this time. De Jong. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Elustondo. Zaharian. Mendes. Moved on forwards. Munoz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Balde. Rafinha. Long time, excellent interception. Balde. Rafinha. Spread out to the left. And here's De Jong. Now it's Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Sergio Gomez. Can he latch on to this? And that has put paid to that. Keeper's got good distance on that. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Mendes gently done. Araujo can get it clear. Ambitious ball here. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Sergio Gomez. Munoz. Mendes. Zaharian. That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kubasi. That's a throw. Casado. Balde. Kunde. Casado. Kubo. Elustondo. Kubo. Elustondo. And here's Kubo. There's no flag. Can he deliver? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Played in with purpose. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. And it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Koundé. Pedri. Koundé. Casado. De Jong. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Mikel Oyarzabal. Zaharian. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in here. Oyarzabal. It's a great shapes to shoot. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. De Jong shifted upfield. Yamal. Lewandowski. Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lewandowski is offering a right smile there.
And it's De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. Sergio Gomez. Now it's Oyarzabal. Great ball if he can get there. Sergio Gomez. Knocks it out wide. Pedri. Casado. Zaharian. And it's Gomez. Munoz. That looks a cracking ball. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mendes moves short. De Jong. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Ilustondo. Very nicely done. He's in a great position. Oyarzabal. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gets it away. Hit into the middle. And that is not finding anyone. Pedri. Kubasi. De Jong. Kubasi. Kubasi forwards and with intent. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kubo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mendes. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Kubo. Clipped into space. It's run loose here. Pedri. Playing back to the goalkeeper. Pedri. Araujo. De Jong. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Sergio Gomez. Kubasi. Koundé. De Jong. Balde. That's really well manoeuvred. Elizondo does really well to win the ball there. And it's Casado. Lewandowski. Here's a corner, good chance. He can get that clear. Kubasi. Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé. Casado. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Araujo makes the interception. Koundé. Balde. Araujo. Aim forwards. It's an exciting looking ball that. Mendes. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. It's come to nothing. Carlos Soler. Kubo. Great work on the overlap. Here's Kubo. Barcelona just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
De Jong. Araujo. Play towards the front line. Elizondo attempts a clearance. And it's Balde. Oh, that's nice. Casado. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Gomez. It's lofted through here. Oh, nice touch. He's in plenty of space here. Zakarian. Here's a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. So who's he picking out? That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Balde. Araujo gently done. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Balde receives it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Play for a throw. Kubo. That's a nicely weighted pass. Sergio Gomez. Munoz. Mendes. Munoz. That's tidy. Sakarian. Balde. Tedri. Yamal. Tedri. Nice physical challenge. Zubeldia. Mendes. Munoz. Moved on forwards. Araujo cuts it out. Kubasi. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. Kubo. Zaharian. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Kunde. De Jong. Balde. Oh, red. Nice interception. Balde. Kubasi. Casado. Played towards the other side. Balde. Rafinha. It'll be a throw-in. De Jong. Oh, he's got a side of goal. That has been clubbed away. Mendes. Edge Gomez. Zaharian calmly anticipates. Kubasi. De Jong. Balde. Casado. Kubo. Zaharian.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lewandowski! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. Out to the left it goes. Casado. De Jong. Over to the left. Balde tries a cross. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chaleta Shah, shifted upfield. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Kubasi. De Jong. Kubasi. Casado. Pedri laid out to the left flank. Kubo. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Chaleta Shah, gently done. Al Kubasi getting this one clear. Thinks one through. Rafinha. He's had a shot! And Stondo, now he's off and running. Nicely intercepted. Oyarzábal spread out to the left. He's still got it, needs help. It's really well cleared. De Jong. Rafinha. Pedri. De Jong. Valde. Valde chooses to go cross-field. Oh, sweet feet. Koundé. And here's Yamal. Casado. Valde. Araujo. And it's played forward. That's just lacking in accuracy. Kubo. Proves too strong. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rafinha. Casado. And here's Yamal. And he has been fouled there. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri. Now the cross. And the keeper has it. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Kubo. Zaharian. Mendes. It's been slipped through. He's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mendes. Rafinha. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Ramiro can get it clear. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Gomez. Here's Oyarzábal. Out to the left it goes. A lot of space ahead of him. Al Kubasi aim forwards. Mendes cuts out the pass. Rafinha. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Yamal with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Ramiro sends that a long way. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's really well manoeuvred. Choleta Shah, gently done. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Oyarzábal chasing after it. Zaharian. Yamal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he face to face? There's the shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Barcelona, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Zubeldia moved on forwards. Now Kubasi gets it away. And it's Zakaria. Lewandowski. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. And it's played forward. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rafinha. De Jong. Casado. De Jong. Casado. And they've got a throw. That is a little undercooked. Balde. Kubasi. De Jong. Casado. De Jong. Casado forwards and with intent. Rafinha going full tilt down the left. Zaharian. Now it's Oyarzábal. Mendes. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Zaharian. Casado. Yamal. Pedri. Koundé looks to the other side. Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler shifted upfield. Succumbs to the pressure. Araujo. It's Kubo. Here's Oyarzabal. Elizondo tries to dink it through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Defending of the desperate variety. Munoz will play through for the wide man. Showing good feet. Mendes played in. Tries to get it clear. Muscular approach does pay off here. De Jong. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, bang on target. Araujo. Carlos Soler. Here's Oyarzabal, and it's Munoz. Yamal absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Kubasi. Kubo. And it's played forward. Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Elizondo. Mendes forwards and with intent. Zaharian have it back and can go again. Munoz. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Yamal. Kunde. De Jong, aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mendes. Elizondo. Sergio Gomez. Kunde. Araujo. De Jong. Carlos Soler. Now that's well seen too. Kubo. Elizondo gets across him. Oh, he's trying it! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Sergio Gomez. Munoz. Time to deliver. Munoz, back when it goes. It's Mendes. Zaharian. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedri. Yamal. Over to the left. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Zaharian. Zubeldia, gently done. Munoz. That's very neat. And he's there to get it away. Zakarian! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Yamal. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Casado looking for a runner. And he's all... Yamal! Rafinha. Oh, that's neat. It's Lewandowski. Lewandowski opts to play it back. Koundé. Yamal. Balde. Rafinha. Here's a shot! That's off target.
Rafinha probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
That's really well manoeuvred. Sergio Gomez. Moved on forwards. Ooh, delicate chip through. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Lovely feet. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Pedri. Casado. De Jong. Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafinha played into the middle. Munoz shifted upfield. Mendes. Zubeldia, there's a probing ball. Mendes. And claimed it back swiftly. Elustombo. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedri. Pau Kubasi, aim forwards. Pedri. Casado. Pedri. De Jong. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Balde. Nice control. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Here it is, crossed in. Cleared away. And here's yet another chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mendes with the clearance. Chaleta Shah. Carlos Soler. Chaleta Shah. It's a sharp pass. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. That's good play. Valde puts a cross in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cleared without complication. And here's De Jong. De Jong has got himself a free kick. And here's Lewandowski. And they caught Reed. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Mendes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Elustombo. Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler. Elustombo. Carlos Soler. Here's Oyarzabal. Played out to the right. With nicely by the defence. Oh, he's found him in space. Elustombo. Oh, it's played into the area. In once, climbs up big.
Oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Araujo forwards and with intent. Pedri. De Jong. And it's played forward. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Can he get onto this? Al Kubasi getting this one clear. Mendes. Carlos Soler. Mendes. And it's Munoz. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Mendes, very nicely done. Koundé attempts a clearance. Zaharian. Nice touch. Yamal herring after the ball here. Oh, what a climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, Sociedad clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kubasi. Yamal. Koundé played over towards the opposite flank. Chaleta Shah. Carlos Soler. Chaleta Shah. Chaleta Shah. Nicely aimed pass. Oyarzabal. Sergio Gomez. Played out wide. Munoz. Munoz puts the ball in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And it's Zakarian. Oh, easy pickings there. Lewandowski. Pedri. Casado. De Jong. De Jong, gently done. Rafinha. Sergio Gomez. Oyarzabal. Sergio Gomez. Mendes, played into space. Cleared away. Al-Kubasi can get it clear. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Oyarzabal. Zaharian. Here's Kubo. And Stondo drives forward on the overlap. A chance to play it in. Defending of the desperate variety. And he cuts out the supply. Koundé. Kubasi. De Jong. Rafinha. And here's De Jong. Moved on forwards. Zaharian. And it's been played through. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Kubasi. And it's played forward. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off him.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And it's Munoz. Saharian. And Sakarian. Kubo. Kubo! That's one for the dubious goals panel. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
De Jong. Zubeldia. A pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Mendes. Mendes. Mendes forwards and with intent. Koundé. De Jong. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zubeldia. Mendes. Oh, good-looking ball. Pedri. Mendes. Saharian. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yamal. Casado. Casado shifted upfield. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Zaharian. Pedri. And it's Munoz. That has sent him sprawling. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Araujo. That's a good run down the left. De Jong. And here's Rafinha. Yamal! Choleta Shah getting this one clear. Carlos Soler. Mendes. Zubeldia. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Casado. Rafinha. And it's Balde. It's gone up for a throw-in. Balde. De Jong. Out for a throw. Kubo aim forwards, and the flag has stayed down. Corner then. They've played it short. Cross goes in there. Mendes. Back in once more. Yamal gets good distance on it. Sergio Gomez. Now it's Kubo. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Jong. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Yamal. Oyarzabal. Mendes. Lobbed in behind. Casado. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pedri. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Now it's De Jong. Delivers the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Lewandowski. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
What a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koundé wins the duel this time. De Jong. Koundé. Casado. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Rafinha. Yamal. Back into the middle. De Jong. Chance!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Here's Kubo, and it's Elizondo. And here's Kubo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Something close to genius. We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, can he get onto this? De Jong. Chaleta Shah. Zaharian. Oyarzabal. Oh, great Kubo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Kubo has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He fluffed it.
Pedri. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Moved on forwards. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Balde. Zubeldia gets over and intercepts. Mendes. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Ter Stegen, long ball by the goalkeeper. Mendes. Chaleta Shah. Carlos Soler. Araujo clears it away. Mendes. Mendes, played out towards the right wing. Kubo. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And it's been taken short. And it's Elizondo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Zakarian. Lovely. And can he finish it? It goes to show he is human after all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Casado. De Jong. Rafinha. De Jong. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Casado. De Jong. Good take, and is he in? Zubeldia. Sergio Gomez. Zaharian. That is a great pick out. That is a brilliant interception. Zubeldia. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Munoz, gently done. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Mendes plays it short. And it's Munoz. Mendes. Araujo tries to clear. Casado forwards and with intent. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Kubo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Valde. Tedri. And here's It's Lewandowski! He thumps it clear. And it's Casado. And here's Yamal. Valde. Casado. And here's Yamal. And here's Yamal. Yamal, he's gone backward here. And again the keeper stands strong. Zubeldia. Crossfield, changing the point of attack. That's really well manoeuvred. How Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Araujo. De Jong. Araujo chooses to go cross-field. Munoz. Zaharian. Carlos Soler. Pinged towards the front line. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Kubo. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski.